we have
Letitia.
Letitia, and we're at the Beaux Arts Festival in Miami, Florida.
Mhm.
And we're in her booth here. And Leticia, tell me, sorry,
Letitia.
Letitia,
You're good. You're good. You're
I'm
good.
nervous.
It's all right.
Tell me
That
about,
means it means something to you.
you know, that's what somebody else said too, and
Yeah. That's
I feel
amazing.
that that's true.
It's rare to find people that actually can be around their passion.
Yeah,
So yeah, it should mean something to you. You should be nervous. That's a good thing.
the butterflies are going.
That's a good thing.
So cool. So tell me about your art.
So for me, I like to think of my art as positive art. It's
Mm-hmm.
about um, life has undulations, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have good times, you have bad times, but it's really about how do you get to the next place in a positive light? How do you get to the light versus going to the dark?
Yes.
Right? What you focus on grows. And so I want to focus on happy things, what we
Yes.
can be versus what we have been.
Yes.
So I don't have a definition of my art. It's just I feel the feels and I say, I think someone's going to appreciate that. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to do that. And then
Awesome.
I put it out there and hope the energy comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Reciprocal
cool.
art.
That's come on, reciprocal art. I love that because it's so true. You know,
Yeah.
we are there's so many things to just bring us down in life, and art is one of the things that brings so many
It's
people
a
up,
beacon.
and it's what we need in the world.
Yep.
And I love seeing how you just bring all your pieces together, and it's so cohesive, and it's fun, and it's colorful, and I love it. So tell me, how long have you been an artist professionally?
Professionally, I've been
Mm-hmm.
in July, it'll be 22 years.
22
I tell
years.
people unprofessionally, I've been painting and creating since my mom would feed me applesauce. It's
Okay.
just in my DNA.
Yes.
It's something I remember someone saying, "Oh, you can't live without art. It's like you're losing your arm." I was like, "Well, no, it's like oxygen to me because
Mm-hmm.
I could lose my arm and figure out how to navigate with one,
Okay.
but I can't breathe. If I can't
Mm-hmm.
breathe, I can't live. And
Yes.
art is my oxygen."
Yes.
So
Oh, that's so
yeah,
special.
yeah. And I don't, I never thought about it as a career. I just did it. Just it was just excessively, just
Mm-hmm.
always doing it. What can I draw next? What can I do next? I need
Mm-hmm.
a different pen because I don't want the same old stuff. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and then from there it just became a passion. It just became I don't remember. It's
Okay.
just there. Yeah.
Cool. And so, okay, so 22 years in the business. When did you what what was the what how do I want to say this? What was it that made you want to make it your business? Like what was
My
the
mom.
okay.
I grew up poor, and I thought I went to college, and I was like, "This is my shot to be something."
Yes.
Corporate America, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I broadcast communications, one of my majors, and
Mm-hmm.
that was actually my only major at the time. But I loved art so much, I kept taking so many art classes.
Yes.
And then my professor, Mike Sanford, I love that
Mm-hmm.
man. He said, "Come to my office."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Okay, I can do his office." And he said, "You already have enough classes to minor. We
Mm-hmm.
have nowhere else to put these art classes, and they're very expensive."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "I don't have to tell you, I'm going to keep taking art classes. Like, I don't know how to not do that."
Exactly.
And so the next year, he said, "Come to my office."
Mm-hmm.
Come to his office. He said, "You need to think about doubling." They were just starting a majors program,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember asking my actual advisor,
Mm-hmm.
did he think it was a good idea? Because I only needed one more semester to get
Yeah.
2 degrees, right?
Yeah.
And he just kind of poo-pooed it, and he was like, "Oh no, da 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 da," and it made me so mad instinctually because I
Mm-hmm.
was asking him for real thoughtful advice, and he just kind of was like, "Oh, it's art, it's nothing." That's the kind of energy he gave to it.
Mm.
And I knew he had 2 boys, and I said, "Would you, if someone if your boy was asking this to one of his advisors, would you tell him not to get the extra degree for 1 semester?" And he just kind of got quiet. I said, "Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You've answered my
Yeah.
question and what I needed to do." So after
Yeah.
that, I decided to double major.
Yes.
And so then I got 2
love
degrees, right? And so
Mm-hmm.
one is broadcast communication, the other one is fine art, and I communicate about fine art, so it works for me,
It
right?
works. Everything aligns
everything
perfectly.
aligns, even if you don't know what that alignment is.
Exactly. You just
right?
gotta keep living.
Yeah, exactly. If you live long enough, like my grandma who's 98.
Okay,
You
this
got,
is your
yeah, it's my grandmother. All three of these.
I
This is
love
a series called Spa Day, which it ended
Uh-huh.
up being way more than that. So 2020, COVID happened.
Yes.
I have all these jobs landed up, which
Yes.
is our art show.
Mm-hmm.
Make a long story short,
Mm-hmm.
you try to make sure you got enough space.
No, I'm just trying to make
Okay,
sure it's still going.
Okay, yeah. And so, you know, it's 2020.
Mm-hmm.
I'm driving to a show. It gets canceled. Another show gets canceled. Another show gets canceled. Another show. I don't have a job. 17 years I've been doing this, and I don't have a job. I said, you know what? Because I stay with them in the winter because they live in Orlando, and I said, my grandmother's 94 at that particular time. I'm never going to get this much time with her again in my life because I'm never going to have this much time free, and she's getting older, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to take this time. I'm not going to panic. I'm going to figure it out. Stayed with them for a few months. Make a long story short, every time I saw something beautiful, I was like, oh, that's a painting. Oh, that's a painting. So I would take pictures, right? But then I didn't realize anything more than that. I started to paint them, and then after I finished, I said, "Oh my gosh, this isn't about a spa day. This is about how my aunt loves my grandmother.
Yes.
This is about how my aunt has taken her into her home, has sacrificed for her, and has made it so my grandmother, who at that point was 94, can walk all the way home without any dip in life quality. That's a superhero. That's somebody." That's the ultimate kind of love to give a human being, right? And she's giving it to my grandmother, who's one of my favorite people on the planet, right? And so,
oh, that's gonna
yeah. So I called really this one Spa Day. Excuse me, not Spa Day. I call this one This Is How We Roll. Oh I called this one Kitchen in the Kitchen. Okay. Now, for the people who are like, what are you talking about? In the back of the day, in our, right here, they call it the kitchen. Right here. Right up in here. They call that part of the kitchen. And like, you know, you can't stand the heat, stay out of the kitchen. Okay. So what it
stay
is
out of my kitchen with them hot combs,
exactly.
Please.
They would do the hot combs. You know, thank you, Madam CJ Walker. Yeah. They do the hot combs, but they would either burn this part of your little ear or this, try not to hit your ear. Yep. So you always like doing one of these numbers. So they called that the kitchen. Can't stand the heat, stay out of the kitchen. Yeah. So I called that piece Kitchen in the Kitchen because she's doing her hair, her kitchen in the kitchen. And this one's called Manny for Granny. Oh,
Manny for Granny. I love the name.
Thank you.
Come on, communication
major.
Come on, wordsmith.
Elon education is paying off.
I love it. Oh my gosh. That is so cool.
And you know, for me, everything is about things I've experienced. So like this piece is called "It's My Life is a Highway" series. I don't know if your camera has it.
Let me actually turn it.
So the idea is when you're driving your lane of life. Yes. Sometimes there's terrain, but it's your one beautiful life. You gotta make the most of it. You know you're going in the right direction because the light's always there to guide you. Yes. These are from pictures that I take when I travel from state to state, place to place, and I see a beautiful sunrise or sunset. I'm like, yes. And then I paint them later as they sell. I paint more. So and then beautiful. You got one that's deep and serious, like this one that looks so pretty. Yeah. No, you're good. So it's called the For You series. So when I was really, really young, it was just me and my mom, me against the world, me and her against the world. Yes, and, that's like me and my mom. Yeah, and me and her against the world, right? We didn't have a car, but she had a bike. She had me on the seat, in the back seat. We went everywhere together. And I was her, you know.
That you were her purse, her pocketbook. That's what they would call me at my mom's job. That's what my
So anyway, she married this guy, thinking life was going to be better. It was worse. He was abusive.
Oh my God.
My mom was catatonic. And my mom was this vivacious spirit. And I think that broke her a lot. But I would walk to school. But before I went to school, I would go say bye to my mom, and she'd be just staring at the wall. Yeah. Just disheveled, right? And when I come home from school, she'd still be staring at the wall. And so I was a kid. I wanted to help my mom. So what I thought of was when I come home from the bus stop, I'm going to pick up the flowers, which were the weeds, like the dandelions, the little things, stuff, right? And I would like put them in my hand, and I'd say, "Here, hi, Mom." I say, "For you." And she looked, and I was like, you know, I give her some flowers. Maybe she'll be happy, you know. And so I picked the little dandelions and all the different things, right? And I'd come in the house. I said, "Hi, Mom," and I'd say, "For you." And she'd be staring at the wall, and she'd turn around, and she'd see the flowers, and she's like, baby, and she was the mother that I remember, right?
Oh my
And
God.
so every day in the springtime, while the flowers would grow, the dandelions and stuff would grow, I would pick them every day on the way home to get that few minutes with my mother, right?
Yes.
With my real mother.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
mother you knew.
yeah, that I knew
Yes.
before all this craziness, right?
Yes.
I say all that to say, I was thinking about it one day and I said, I'm going to start a For You series. So the first one I did was actually of the weeds.
Okay.
So the transition is that one. That's the one that she owns. But then people loved it. They were like, this is so great. I said, it's about mental health, but it's about the possibilities of getting better. And it's about so many things, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's about empathy from a little kid to a mother, you know, all these
Mm-hmm.
things. This right here, these are actually flowers from my garden.
Ah.
So the concept is we struggled and sacrificed and we got out the weeds.
Okay.
We had the weeds and that's all we had, but now we grow in our own garden.
Ooh.
So it's about not where you are, where you're trying to go, what you're trying to be. How do you get a plan? Not even get a plan. How are you gonna get a plan if you don't know how to plan? If no one's taught you that.
Yes.
Right. So there's so many other things going on that we don't think about. But I found myself a way to traverse, to find positivity and stay positive, because my family is very positive. They're nice, they're loving, but they never had a lot of breaks.
Yes.
So me getting a break to go to school, me doing this, it's helped me learn a lot of things that now I can impart to people who were like me that didn't have it. It don't matter the color, it matters that you didn't have.
Yes.
And do you want something? Are you willing to work for it? I'm a mentor you, or I'm a talk.
You literally mentored me already.
Right.
Like, and every time I see you.
I'm a coach. I coach off and on for 30 years.
Wow.
I was a part of a state championship team, 9th in the nation. Some of my most proud moments are the kids who no one thought would make it.
Yes.
And then they got to school and then getting their masters and then when they weren't expected to graduate high school.
Come on.
But I knew they love basketball, and you can use that as the tool to get them to where they really need to get before they know it. You know,
it's a catalyst.
It's so many things, and I would love my legacy to be that I want to help people and I want to put out the positive energy, because negative is always around.
Exactly.
And someone I know always says, what you focus on grows.
Okay.
So I don't want to grow weeds and fungus in my garden. I want to grow something great and healthy.
Okay, that part. Unless it's shiitake mushrooms or Mary Jane. But that's another thing.
Another podcast.
Podcast for another day. That is not about your art. Okay.
And that's going to be the title of it. Podcast for another day.
Look, come on, spin off.
That's it.
Okay, so lastly, and I see you have awesome customers. How are y'all doing? We are almost done. We're just doing a little podcast episode called About Your Art. Look it up. Look. So lastly,
shameless plug.
Oh, shameless plug. Real shameless. So lastly, what would you tell a young person? What would you tell your younger self about, like a piece of advice you would give to your younger self about starting this entrepreneur journey, being about your art, like about your business?
Do what you did. That's what I would tell myself. Stay positive. But I was always positive. So I would tell someone else.
Okay.
Because for me, I was a person that was never going to give up. You're going to have to kill me to make me stop.
Okay.
That's my...
It's giving Aries. Are you an Aries?
I'm Cancer.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
It don't stop till the casket drop.
Okay.
They say, right? And so for me, I would tell another kid, don't give up.
Don't give up. Yes.
Get a plan. Talk to a lot of people, because so many people know so many things that you don't know.
Yes.
And don't assume you know what they're going to say. Assume you don't.
Mm-hmm.
So because sometimes they'll say things and jewels will be dropped, and you're like, oh, I didn't even know that little small thing changed so many things. So just be humble. Listen to people more than talk.
Yes.
And really have have a passion that when it's bad, you will stay. It's just like a marriage.
Okay.
You love someone in a real place, because when it gets bad, you got to have a reason to stay.
Yes.
That's it.
Beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. Give me a hug.
I'm so happy that I met you.